We've taken you along the way as we've investigated possible political corruption in the paving of Angelina County roads. What you didn't know was that late last year, the asphalt trail led us here to the Azalea Trail, which runs near the swings and playground in a little pocket park off Mott Drive. You know what else you can see off Mott Drive? A dirt road leading through a big gate and those no trespassing signs. The city of Lufkin owns the land behind it, and those no trespassing signs, they're brand new, put there in the wake of our last visit to Mott Drive. We found the gate wide open that day, and there were no signs, just a handful of city workers we found resting under the trees. But when Lufkin Street Director Dwayne Greenwood found out we were there, he was so worried he interrupted his day off to rush over to confront us.
You see a gate with fencing, doesn't that usually indicate that that would be somewhere that you're not supposed to be?
No, there's no law against going in an open gate.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Okay. Well,
and it's also city property.
Listen.
Who owns city property?
Listen, go to City Hall and they can tell you the information you need.
Okay, but I don't need to go to City Hall now because I already got it.
Obviously.
Yep.
You can just do what you want to do. You're welcome.
Well, you're welcome. Nice to talk to you. We had gone to Mott Drive following up on a tip.
Hey, Mr. Steve Foskey.
How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. How's the world treating you?
We had received a copy of a recording of a phone conversation between the former Angelina County and Lufkin city engineer Chuck Walker and Stephen Poskey, the guy who used to have Greenwood's job at the city of Lufkin. One of the subjects, alleged illegal dumping of possible hazardous materials, not by some stranger in the night, but by the city of Lufkin. One of the sites of this possible environmental crime was reported to be the long-shuttered Angelina County landfill.
Curtis had told me that he had buried 55-gallon drums of shit out behind the landfill, the old landfill.
There were several things put out there that shouldn't have been put out there.
But there was another site of alleged illegal dumping by Lufkin city officials raised in this phone conversation, Mott Drive. And moments before city street officials came to ask us to leave the property, we had already talked to Bruce Woodard, a veteran city employee that we didn't know was set to retire just a couple of days later. He told us 55-gallon drums had been buried out there by the tree line, and we were recording the conversation. Was it just once? Or was it like all the time?
No, it was truckloads. Truckloads.
Why didn't they just take it to the dump?
Because they scared they wouldn't take it. Because like I said, they didn't know what was in there.
We later provided that secretly recorded audio to the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality. They opened an investigation in November. Lufkin City Manager Kevin G. told us then, "We take these allegations seriously," but now he's not talking. 2 months after we reported these secret recordings, the TCEQ now confirms they have discovered environmental violations at both locations, but no word yet on whether the city of Lufkin will face punishment. When you're at the city, were you aware of any illegal dumping by city employees at Mott Street?
No, I wasn't.
Angelina County Judge Keith Wright was Lufkin's city manager at the time of the alleged illegal dumping, but denies he knew a thing about it. You're totally unaware that there was illegal dumping going on at Mott Street.
You can ask anybody that I've always told the truth. I've always told them to do what's right in the eyes of the law.
On the recording we obtained, Walker claims he refused to illegally dump at Wright's request while he was at the city of Lufkin.
And he wanted me to dispose of some asbestos. And I just, I know it sounds petty, but I just couldn't do it.
I would have never done that. In my history of dealing with different environmental issues, I always did it right. When you're dealing with somebody that has a problem telling the truth, they don't know when the truth ends and the lie begins.
Who are you talking about, Chuck Walker?
Yeah.
Walker is now suing Angelina County, claiming he was fired and subsequently indicted because he was uncovering possible corruption in the use of asphalt on county roads, which brought us to Lufkin in the first place.